Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, we are going to be playing Spiderman 2 again, but instead of no webs, we're doing no healing. Who knew that this challenge would bring my insanity to the highest level that it's ever been? This challenge would be so hard, I just don't know how I did it. But, disclaimer, I am playing on the hardest difficulty, which is ultimate. No, spectacular. Yeah, and I am on New Game Plus, so that still counts towards the challenge. I'm still not healing, but I could play New Game Plus. We get into the first boss battle of the game, just Sandman. This boss fight is really easy. All my gadgets and stuff are maxed out. It actually feels good to use webs. We made Sandman really mad there, so he said, "Nope, I'm just throwing you." And now we get chased by his sand, I guess. We then fight off these sand enemies, which I basically one-shot them, because again, all my abilities are maxed out, so they stand no chance against me. We then hit Sandman with some electric that shocks him really bad, does a lot of damage to him. We hit him with another spike of electric, then he catches us in midair somehow again, and he throws us really far, really far. We then get chased by him as we're climbing up a building as he's trying to crush us. Following up on that, we then have another sand enemy fight, which is really easy. I don't even know. This part took me 2 minutes. Not even a minute. This part was just easy. We then use our web wings to go up this sand tornado. I guess, I don't know. We have to dodge all of this debris going to Sandman. Following up on that, we then end the boss fight as we charge up Spiderman with his electric, and yeah, he just gets crushed with the water. We then help a few civilians out as after the aftermath of the fight. We then have some bad guys that are trying to rob this place. Yeah, they stand no chance against me. I just one-shot them. Then we have another bad guy fight with Miles Morales. Then all of that comes to an end when we go to Peter's house. And as we can see, he hasn't paid his bills yet. Yeah, he doesn't even have a job, sadly. As we then go on a little fun trip with Harry as he takes us to our old school. We then shoot a few hoops as Harry actually misses a lot of them. Yeah, he kind of sucks at basketball as we dominate him as we easily hit a shot right here. We then get to more action as us being Peter and Miles, we have to watch Martin Lee and Scorpion get escorted out to a ship. But then we get attacked by some hunters, but again, I still defeat them. I overpower them by a lot. Yeah, they're just easy. As then we're Miles, we go deep inside the ship as we now have to save someone trapped in the compartment. But then we find out it's Scorpion as we then let him free, and he then hits us with his venom. We start hallucinating as we now have to find a way out of this ship before we drown. But then Kraven comes in and says he wants to hit a crazy trick shot and almost blows up Miles. But then Miles says hex no as then the ship is about to crash and Kraven is trying to take away Lee from Miles. Then I decide to take a little break from the story and fought off a few bad guys in the crime. Later on, then we switch to Peter as we then go to Harry's new Emily May Foundation that he built with his father. But then, of course, later on, we then figure out that the hunters have some crazy new tech, so then they have their base in disguise. But then again, we defeat them. Yeah, they're weak still. until later in the game. Yeah, that's gonna be scary. Then we find out where the hunters are staying from this bird. Oh. Going inside the enemy base, we see they're training for a big fight or something, and then take down all of the hunters in their base, leading us to find out that Craven is now after Felicia, aka Black Cat, aka Peter's ex. But then we see Craven walk up to Scorpion, as then Craven just brutally murders Scorpion. We then see Black Cat as she has like teleporting device, I think. And then we start chasing her through town. Then we take down a few of the hunters that are trying to kill her. We then help Black Cat as she then teleports to France to go to her girlfriend. We then play a few games with Harry and MJ, as then surprisingly MJ actually beats me in this game. Never seen that ending before. But of course, all of that has to come to an end when surprisingly the hunters find us again. Then we save these people as they're about to fall in the crashing fire of the roller coaster. As Harry then shows us his powers as he helps saves us with the people. Then we go on to another hunter's base as we then have to save Tombstone. And as again, I really think I'm going to defeat the hunters there. But, yeah, surprisingly, right here, I die for my first time. Yeah, I don't know what was going on. I think my controller died or something. But yeah, that's my first death. We then find Tombstone's prison as he's locked up in like a super cage. I just don't know how he can't just break through it or anything, but yeah. We then save Tombstone. Yeah, sorry for the big skip ahead in the game. I lost some footage. Yeah, I tried to receive it, but like it said, like I can't export it onto my phone or anything. But yeah, we're now have this symbiote on us, and we defeat more hunters, and this is just even more easier because we're even stronger than ever. We then have Peter's suit transforms into like a fancy suit. I don't know how. Then this big hunter sends us down here with a bunch of hunters trying to kill us. Then this guy tries to hit us with a bow and arrow, but then Peter deflects it with his symbiote. And then the guy just gets thrown. Then we have to fight off this big hunter, but again, he's really easy to defeat. But then Craven finds our weakness, as this is kind of really cringe. Yeah, so Peter just gets out of there. Yeah, this kind of is weird. We then go back to Harry's spot, then we transform back into the Venom suit, and yeah, Peter just violently kicked that person to death. Yeah. We then find this bear hunter, which then Peter asks him for honey, which is a stupid question. As you can see right there, he just smashes us through the window. We then defeat him, but then we hear a loud bang, and the hunters come in and blow up Emily May Foundation. We then play as Miles as we try to find the lizard, and again, I just annihilate all of these guys. Yeah, I just kicked them to death too. This is just real fun, just kicking people to death. We then find Peter as he just crashes into the building, scaring Miles. Don't know why he had to do that crazy cinematic entrance though. As we then find the lizard, we're now chasing him through the waters of New York. And then we get to another boss fight, as this lizard boss fight was so hard, bro. Like, I could not heal or anything. But the first stage was pretty easy. But yeah, I didn't die on this part though. And same with the last stage, I got rid of him pretty easy too. Yeah, did you just see his like head shake and glitch out there? I don't know what was going on there. And now with the last stage of the boss fight, this part was actually pretty hard. I almost died here like 3 times. But yeah, I didn't die though, so yeah. We now go on another MJ playthrough, and now we're trying to take down these hunters again as they invaded our home. We skip ahead as Peter is going crazy and is trying to kill MJ. We then get captured as Miles Morales, and now we have to fight Martin Lee as they put us in this like fighting ring, I guess. But we didn't die on this boss fight either. And then now, as of right here, I think I'm gonna survive, right? But no, he just spams those like tornadoes, and then I die. Yeah, death counter 2. But then Miles Morales is now stuck in this trip thing that Martin Lee put us in. Yeah, so he knew he was losing the fight. So yeah, he just put us in that. Continuing on from that, we then have to play as Peter, fighting this Craven boss. First stage, pretty easy, like always. Second stage is pretty annoying as he starts throwing flash grenades at me, and these dogs come out, but I not easily, but I kill them. As you can see right there, I was about to die, but I activate my ultimate, so yeah. Yeah, like I was saying, I died on this boss battle. Yeah, I don't know how. We then play as Miles, as we now have to defeat Peter and take off the suit from him. Now we have the iconic part, as Peter rips off the suit, just like in Spider-Man 3. Yeah, it kind of looks like I still have the suit on, because my suit in the real game is all black. We then capture the Venom suit, oh my gosh. But stupid Harry decides to break it open, and now he turns into Venom. We now play as Venom, which I love this part, but surprisingly, I died on this part like 2 times. Yeah, so I was playing on the hardest difficulty, and yeah, these enemies was really hard. We then get into another boss fight, as we're now Venom, and we now have to fight Craven. This boss fight was just so easy, as I easily overpowered Craven, but yeah, I did not die on this part. And we now defeat Craven, as all I did was just slam him to the ground once, which was kind of funny to me. We then find our first symbiote human, which these guys were so easy to take down. I just overpowered them again with all my gadgets. We then save Miles Morales' mom as they were stuck in a subway train, getting attacked from the symbiote humans. We then play as Peter as we now fight Scream. I hate this boss fight, bro. Like, it's just so annoying. But first stage, pretty easy. Same with the last stage, as now I defeat her as she throws me on this building as she's really mad. Which we then wake up Peter as we give him the anti-venom suit, as Miles Morales violently wakes him up. As this anti-venom suit is really cool in my opinion, and in my opinion the best suit in the game. We then have a mini boss fight as we have to defeat symbiote Behemoth, as his name is really funny to me. We then see Venom about to strangle Norman Osborn to death as he's trying to find the special rock. Then Miles Morales gets lured into this like symbiote mind layer or something, I don't know. Then all of that comes to an end when we get to the final boss battle of the game, as we're Miles Morales and we have to defeat Venom, and I almost died there. I don't know how I did not die. We then end the game as we're pulling Venom back as he's trying to get the rock, and we defeat Venom, in which we then save Harry and we disintegrate the Venom suit. And that is it. That is Spider-Man 2, No Healing. So officially, big question is, can you beat Spider-Man 2 without healing? Question is, yes, you can. Even though you might die a lot, but you can beat the game without healing. Hope you guys stay safe. That's it for this video. And I just dropped my mic. And I'll see you in the next video.